Thank you for calling TLC Laser Eye Center. This is Denise. How may I help you?
Hello, this is Dr. Walter Harris of Rittenhouse Eye Associates. If you're watching this video, then you're probably interested in LASIK eye surgery. Laser refractive procedures, including LASIK and PRK, are designed to reduce and often eliminate the need for contacts or glasses. Many patients after laser refractive procedures, such as LASIK, are able for the first time in their life to drive, go to a movie, see a loved one across the street, swim, enjoy the outdoors unencumbered with glasses or contact lenses. If you're considering becoming one of the many patients who see well free of glasses or contact lenses, this video can serve as a guided tour through the laser refractive procedure process. The first step in our journey is to determine if you are a candidate for LASIK or other laser refractive procedures. Not everyone is a candidate. I am still tied to glasses to see well because I have a mild condition called keratoconus. This condition disqualifies me from any laser refractive procedure. At Rittenhouse Eye Associates, we offer free laser screening exams. On the day of your free LASIK screening, we will ask you your medical and eye history. We will check your glass and contact prescription. We will measure the shape and thickness of the front part of your eye, the cornea. We will screen you for active eye diseases. With this information, I can determine if you are a candidate for a LASIK or another laser procedure such as PRK. If you are a candidate for LASIK or PRK, the next step is to meet with my surgical coordinator.
Okay, Elizabeth McLaughlin, here for my LASIK surgery, and I'm very excited and a little nervous.
She had a free screening exam and was determined to be a good candidate for LASIK surgery and scheduled her LASIK procedure at the TLC Laser Center in Plymouth Meeting. Prior to her procedure, after she had been out of contacts for several weeks, she had a full eye exam, including dilation, in my office. I met Elizabeth on Saturday at the TLC Laser Eye Center in Plymouth Meeting for her procedure. I often perform the laser procedures on a Friday or Saturday so my patients can avoid or minimize taking time off from work or school. At the center, you will be greeted by the receptionist. You will sign the consent form, which you were given by my surgical coordinator. Payment for the procedure will be collected or financing options initiated. One of the technicians will review your post-operative drops and instructions.
Hi, my name's Dan. I'm here at TLC Laser Eye Centers in Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania, and I just want to take you on somewhat of a virtual tour of a patient's experience when they come in for surgery or consultation. We have an orb scan that will measure front and back of the eye. It will confirm corneal thickness, which is very important when we're removing tissue with refractive surgery. On this other machine is the wavefront technology, custom technology. Typically with today's procedures, probably 90% or so, it's all custom bladeless technology, but your eyes will dictate everything. From the technique to the technology, our goal is to make the best recommendation for you and what procedure is best for you.
Next, you will have some of the tests which you had done in my office repeated with the equipment at the TLC Laser Eye Center. I believe in measuring once, twice, even 3 times to make sure you get the best result. We are now ready for the LASIK procedure, but before we begin, I will review the procedure step by step and answer any last-minute questions. Let me tell you what you're about to experience. So first of all, you are properly dressed because the laser room is cold and dry, because that's the way the lasers like it. It's for their benefit, not yours. So you'll be going into a room where there is a chair like the one you're in. It goes back into a table, and so you're basically in a bed, and it pivots between the 2 lasers. So one laser does the LASIK procedure and the other laser makes the flaps, and we pivot you between the 2. We work on one eye at a time, so one eye will be taped shut, and your one and only job is to look up at a blinking light. That's all you got to do. Plenty of numbing drops, so you'll be nice and numb throughout the procedure. So first thing we do is put lots of numbing drops in both eyes. We clean your lid so everything's nice and sterile. And we'll start by making flaps. We actually make the flaps in both eyes. So we'll start with the right eye. Always go right eye, left eye, right eye, left eye. And so left eye will be taped shut. We actually start under the scope of the Lasik laser because it's a better scope. And you'll be looking up at a blinking light, and I put in something called a suction ring. I will put that in and I'll ask for suction, and then the lights will magically dim. And I'll even ask you, did the lights dim? And I'm looking for a yes answer. Then we'll pivot you over to the laser that makes the flap. And there's a docking mechanism. Now this is probably the worst part of the procedure. You feel some pressure sensations. Nothing that really hurts, but a fair amount of pressure. The laser will dock with the suction ring. And once things are set up, the laser will make the flap. We'll undock, take the suction ring off, lights will magically come back on. And then we bring you back, do the same thing on the other eye. So we will then make flaps for both eyes. Now the flaps are like your checkbook. So you know how your checks are still attached to the book. So are the flaps. Now if we were to say, let's go home and come back a month later, it would be as if we never made the flaps. It heals back to normal. So it's a nice safety mechanism in case there's an issue. We can always come back and make another flap another day. So after we made the flap, we'll go back and start again with your right eye. Left eye will be taped shut. You will look up at the blinking light, and we put a special instrument in to keep your lids open, because people say, what if I blink? Well, it's not an issue. You can't blink. All you got to do is look up at the blinking light. And I'll use an instrument to break the seal of the flap. You're not going to feel it, lots of numbing drops, but the light will jiggle around while I'm breaking the seal. So you'll be looking at the light and it'll be jiggling all over the place. Then I will lift the flap up. At that point, the light that you've been watching will become smearing. So you'll still see it, but it'll be now a smeary red light. And this is the part where we're going to do the LASIK procedure itself. And so this is where it's important for you to look at the blinking light. And I'll be talking with you the whole time. Dan will also be talking with you. We'll let you know where we are in the procedure. So we'll get you set for the LASIK procedure itself. I lift the flap up, you look up at the blinking light, and I'll hit a foot pedal. Now the LASIK machine makes a lot of noise, like a jackhammer, so don't be startled by that. Also, you will smell some smoky stuff, sort of like when you're in the hair dryer. So go to the hairdresser and in the hair dryer, that smell. Nothing's burning, it's just tissue literally disappearing. It's sort of like Beam Me Up Scotty, Star Trek kind of thing. And it goes really fast. Now let's say you look away from the blinking light a little bit. There's a built-in tracking mechanism which will follow you automatically. If you look away a lot, it shuts the laser off. I also have my foot on a foot pedal, so if I don't like your alignment, I'll just take my foot off, stop the procedure, realign you, and start back. Once we're done, we put the flap back on. So that's this part of your eye, the cornea. Okay, the inner lining of the cornea has cells on them called endothelial cells, and they suck water out of your cornea to keep it dehydrated. That's why your cornea is clear. And so we use that to our advantage when we put the flap back down. So we put the flap back down, and the inner lining of your cornea, those endothelial cells, will suck the flap right back into place within minutes. That's why you don't need stitches after this procedure. So that's the next thing we're going to do, is put the flap back down and give it a few minutes to settle into place. Then we'll do the same thing on the other eye. Then we're done the procedure. At that point, we'll sit you up. You will have what I call underwater vision. So your vision will be somewhat like it is when you're swimming underwater. That's because the flaps swell a little bit. Then I'm going to take you over.
Can you still kind of see?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. After a good night's sleep, most of the swelling goes away, and tomorrow morning you wake up, and that's when most people get the wow effect.
Okay.
They look out and look around the room, and go, wow. That's when the vision really starts to kick in. And just rest for a little bit, and then I'll come and get you. Things went smoothly. So now she's going to be resting comfortably. As I was saying earlier, there's some swelling of the flap, so vision is a little hazy, sort of what I call underwater vision. And we're going to let the flaps sealed down. I'll get one final look, but they're perfectly, the flaps are perfectly centered. She had a great treatment. She should do well. And today is the day just to take it easy, to go home and rest. A good 5-hour nap allows the flaps to seal down. She will be on drops afterwards, an antibiotic drop to prevent infection and a steroid drop to decrease inflammation. I will see her tomorrow in my office to make sure she's doing well, and she will be on drops for about 10 days or so. I will see her again in about 10 days and see where we are. Okay, some people have more inflammation than others, and so I'll keep them on their drops a little longer. But every day should be, their vision gets sharper and sharper. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're now 1 day out from your surgery. So tell us about your experience. How was yesterday?
Yesterday was good. After I left, the eyes were a little teary, but I went home, basically laid down for 2 hours. And probably by midday or like mid-afternoon, when I kind of opened my eyes, a lot of the blurriness was gone, and my eyes had basically stopped hearing probably by the time I got home. So I was applying all the drops as prescribed, and actually things were pretty good yesterday. And then I woke up and everything was completely not blurry, no real soreness or anything, so very good.
When did your wow moment come?
Probably, truthfully, yesterday, probably afternoon. Just, looking at just the TV where normally I would need glasses, and even then it was like slightly out of focus. I could, open my eyes and actually see everything on the TV, read anything if there were any, printing on there, which was very surprising that quickly after the surgery.
Bonus. And you were saying that today you went to a store?
Today I went to the grocery store and I could actually see everything, all the signs and all the products, and I didn't need to squint and get up really close to everything to see what I was trying to find, which was very nice.
Would you do this experience again?
Yes, definitely. After waking up today, my eyesight's just so much better than it was, and just the clarity and focus of everything is really amazing.
How far down can you go?
Sure, I can get the last one easily, FZBD4.
So that's for unrestricted driver's license.
OFLC3.
Great.
APSO25.
Wonderful.
EVOTZ2.
Great, that's the 2020 line. Dan Fish is really my co-pilot in the laser suite. He has been at this facility, and I'll let him talk in just a second, for over 10 years, and probably could do the procedure as well as any of the surgeons who are here. We are really a tag team, a team effort with each and every patient, and I do every case with him. Dan?
Very good. Thank you very much. I am Dan Fish. I'm the center manager as well as the surgery technician here at TLC Laser Eye Centers in Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania, where Dr. Walter Harris has been performing his refractive procedures for way over 10 years. I myself have been here a little bit over 15 years. The center has been here since 1995, and some of my duties of overseeing the center operations as well as assisting in surgery and maintaining and operating all the latest up-to-date refractive surgery lasers and equipment. We perform together bladeless Lasik, photorefractive keratectomy, also known as PRK, PTK, that's phototherapeutic keratectomy, and we're on the forefront of all the technology that's coming through. I'd like you to join us in this journey to help patients see better and live better lives.
So basically just keep taking that as listed on that
4
sheet.
times a day till I see you again. So
Okay.
then I'll decide whether I'll take you off it or keep you on it a little longer.
Okay.
Depends on how much inflammation you have.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
Good.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, thanks.